Do you want to be the guy who scrolls on his phone as soon as he gets home from work or from school? Who goes and plays video games as soon as they get home from work or school? Maybe they go and eat some junk food just because it tastes good in the moment. Because it's cheap, maybe. In the long run, your medical bills are going to be way more expensive than buying that healthy food now. You are messing up your mental health when you desire for this instant gratification, for these tiny little dopamine hits that feel really good for a second and then go away. They're like a spark, except the spark doesn't light the fire. They're those weak little sparks that don't do anything. They're there and then gone. It's just that cheap dopamine that everybody tries to get every day. And then you feel sad afterwards when you're not doing anything. It's an obvious reason. You're not getting quality dopamine. You're not delaying your gratification for your future self. Think ahead a year of what your future self will be if you continue eating junk food, scrolling on social media, watching porn, and playing these video games. Imagine doing that for a year, right? Oh, it's every now and then. It's not a habit. Yeah, it is. It's a habit for you to go onto your phone, start scrolling, start playing video games when you get home, whatever it is. You want these super short edited videos on YouTube full of these edits and stuff, these Mr. Beast videos, these YouTube shorts. And you're not getting the quality dopamine you need. You're not getting, you're just getting instant gratification. You're not delaying your gratification for your future self, which will benefit you much greater in the long run. Yeah, think about the present, focus on the present, but be aware of your future. Don't stress about your future, but be aware of your future. Be present every day. You know those people who, as soon as they get the chance to, they're gonna be scrolling on their phone like a freaking zombie, dude. I see these people every day. Trying to have a conversation with those people is almost impossible. They're not actually listening to you. What if you're trying to talk to a friend and you're telling them about some tough situation you're going through, right? And they're just playing video games while they talk to you. They're just on their phone while they talk to you. They can't even look you in the eyes. I see those people who try to do that and they're just, yeah, okay. Look them in the eyes. Right now while you're watching this video, you're probably not in full screen. You're probably scrolling to the comments, probably checking something. Maybe you're looking through your messages. Oh, you get a notification. Oh, I'm just gonna go look at it real quick. You have to get into this flow state of mind and just focus on one thing at a time. And I'll talk more about that in a different video, about flow state and keeping your mind on one thing and doing really good at it. Sort of like deep work. But anyways, back to this topic of delayed gratification versus instant gratification. Think about your future self. Think about your future self. Okay, so we talked about the guy who was eating junk food, playing video games, watching porn, scrolling through social media. We talked about that guy for a year, right? You know how his life is going to be in 1 year. He's going to get fat. He's going to get lazy. And he is going to not be mindful whatsoever. He's going to be listening to degenerate music. Compare it to this guy. This other guy, okay? What he does is he slowly builds on these good habits. He's like, okay, right now, what am I doing? Okay, when I get home, I'm on my phone. I'm playing games. I'm not doing my homework first. They're not focusing on what they need to do first. Oh, I'm just gonna have this pop once. 2 days later, you have the same pop. You don't want to get stuck in that. This guy, instead, he builds these tiny habits that grow exponentially. Every week, he adds another habit. Every week, he adds more time doing that habit. Does it with more intention. Okay, first week, I'm gonna try and meditate, right? He meditates for 1, maybe 2 minutes because his attention span is fucked because of all the instant gratification he's had. That's okay. He tries again the next day. He meditates for a little longer and adds a little more each day. Then you're making progress. Then he adds on, oh, it's the next week. He's going to add another habit. He's going to start working out. Be healthy, be fit, right? To get stronger. And then he starts working out, gonna work out for 30 minutes, right? He does some easy stuff. The next day he has this 6-day split workout plan. He has push-pull legs. Push day he does blah 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 reps. Pull day he does a certain amount of reps. Leg day he does a certain amount of reps. And then the next push day, he adds a little more. Next pull day, he adds a little more. Next leg day, he adds a little more. And now he's working out and meditating. Last week, he was meditating for 1, maybe 2 minutes. Now he's meditating for 3 to 5 minutes. Right? You need to get this progress and just progressively overload. I've talked about this before. Start with something small and progressively make it harder or more intense or more difficult, and you will make progress. You can't not make progress when you're doing this. There's no downside to it besides that it takes time. But that's the thing, you're delaying your gratification. Instead of looking on shorts at these buff looking dudes or whatever and top 5 things you need to be doing to get your body to look like this, all that bullshit. That's not how you do it. You start small and you just add more. It doesn't matter where you are. Just start somewhere and build your way up, and you will climb those ladders. Now, this guy, in 1 year, has built all these habits. Now he's taking cold showers. He's meditating for 20 minutes. 20 minutes of just focusing on one thing. Now he's doing his homework first before messing around. He's not even messing around anymore. He's doing the work. He wakes up early before everyone else is awake, and he does his work when there's no one to bother him, and he can just stay in that flow state of mind. This guy is disciplined. because he built it slowly. He took his time, and now look where he is in 1 year. Now he's stronger than ever, smarter than ever, and has good attention span and is mindful and aware. Compared to the other guy, who's now fat, lazy, literally jacks off daily, and has these terrible habits. Now, it might not be extreme as what I'm saying, but time's gonna pass on anyways. It just depends on you to what you're gonna do with that time. Okay? Time will pass on whether you want it to or not. It's your decision to take action now, or to wait until you feel like it, and then be inconsistent. It doesn't matter if you feel like it or not, you gotta do the hard things. You gotta stay disciplined, and you will see progress. You will become better. You will better yourself, spiritually, physically, mentally. That's all I have for you today. Anyways, have a good day. God bless.